Hi guys, so in this video we will talk about the difference between the project planning and project scheduling in detail. So let's get started with this video. So the project planning and scheduling are the two distinct but interconnected aspect of the project management. So while they are related, they serve the different purposes and involve the different activities in the overall project management process. So let's get started with the project planning. So first we will understand what is project planning and then we will understand the project scheduling and then we will see the difference in both of them in the 10 lines and then we will summarize this. So let's get started. So project planning is the process of defining the objectives, scopes, resources and the timeline of a project. It involves identifying the goals and objectives of the project, determining the task and the activities required to achieve those objectives, estimating the resource needed, and creating a plan to guide the project from initiation to completion. So, project planning typically involves the following activities. First one is defining the project objectives, defining this project scope, identifying the tasks and the activities, sequencing tasks, estimating resources, creating a project plan. So, creating the project objectives. So, we have to clearly define the objectives and goals of the project and align them with overall strategic goals of the organization. Second thing is the scope. So, we have to clearly define the boundaries of the project, including what is included and what is excluded from the project. So, there isn't a difference between the objectives and scope. So, first is we have to clearly define the goals and the objectives of the project and we have to align them. Yeah. The second thing is the scope. So what needs to be included and what needs to be excluded from the project. So we have to really set the boundaries of the project. Third thing is identifying the task and the activities. So we have to identify all the activities and the tasks that needs to be implemented to achieve the project objectives. Uh, Fourth thing is we have to sequencing the tasks, determining the logical order on which task needs to be performed, and establishing the dependencies among them. The most important is we have to estimate the resources. Estimating the resources required the each task and including personal, materials, equipment, and the budget. And the final thing is we have to create an entire project plan. So consolidating all the information gathering during the planning process into a comprehensive project plan, which serves as a roadmap for the project team. Okay, so the project planning is done. So let's understand the project scheduling. So project scheduling is a process of creating a timeline or the schedule that outlines when each task or the activities will start and finish and how they are interrelated. So it involves assigning the resources, setting timelines, deadlines, and creating a timelines for the project. So project scheduling typically involves below activities. So assigning the resources, setting timelines, setting deadlines, and monitoring and updating the schedule. So for assigning the resources, allocating resources such as the personal material and the equipment to specify the task or the activities based on their availability and the skill set. Setting the deadlines, so establishing deadlines or the milestone for each task or the activities to ensure timely completion of the project. So creating a timeline or scheduling that shows the start and the finish dates of the each task or the activities as well as any dependency or the constraints that may affect on the project timelines. Monitoring and updating the schedule. So continuously monitoring the process of the project and against the schedule and updating the schedule as needed to reflect any change or the deviations from the original plan. So what's the difference between both of them? So there is an 10 points that I have created. So project planning involves the defining the project objective, scopes, task, and the resources too. And the project scheduling involves creating a timeline and the schedule of the task and the resources, right? So project planning set the directions and the scope of the project, while the project scheduling involves the timelines for the project activities. Project planning focuses on identifying the goals and the objectives, whereas the project scheduling focuses on assigning the resources and setting deadlines. The project planning is an initial step in the project management, while the project scheduling is an ongoing process throughout the project lifecycle. The project planning guides the project teams from the initiation to the completion. The project scheduling ensures that the tasks are performed in a timely manner and the resources are allocated efficiently. Let me just summarize this. So, project planning involves defining the overall objectives, scopes, and the resources of a project, while the project scheduling involves creating a timeline or a schedule that outlines when the tasks will be performed and the resources will be allocated. Both the project planning and the project scheduling are critical components of effective project management, and they are closely linked and often performed in parallel to ensure the successful project execution. So that's all for this video, guys. So thank you so much for listening. Bye.